Hey guys. Okay, so I'm going to be kind of talking about coming out, which is kind of just if we're not meant to be parents, is what it's titled. So um, I haven't done a blog in a few months, and it's mainly because we're just not really trying anymore. And I was driving to work the other day, and I was thinking that we're going to be celebrating our 7-year wedding anniversary, and I was so excited. And then it dawned on me that holy shit, it's our 7-year anniversary. And I kept thinking that we were going on our 6th year of being without kids and, not having a baby. And then I was like, oh my God, it's not 6, it's 7. Holy crap, I lost an entire year in there, which was a little devastating for me. And I about had a breakdown at work. Um, that's really, really overwhelming. Like, I used to go to these support group meetings 5, 7 years. And then I was just like, oh my God, I can never do that. I can't imagine how they're doing that. And now we're that couple. So it's a lot to take in. And part of the reason why I went back to the support groups is just because I see a group of girls and I kind of get attached to them, and then they would move on. And then I'd have a new set of girls, and then girls coming back who are, trying to have a second baby. And I'm just like, I can't do this. It's too much for me to be involved in that. And it hurts too much. Like, that really, really sucks to see that many people move on and you're still, starting with a new group over and over and over. Um, I mean, between pills, shots, IVF cycles, 2 miscarriages, we've spent like $100,000 to have a baby and we still don't have anything. And that's, a lot to deal with. It's, you start this journey with disbelief just because you're like, we can't have a baby. And you're kind of like, no, there's no way. Like, it's going to happen. And then you get this hopefulness because you're going through and you're seeing a professional doctor or a specialist, and you're like, oh my God, it's going to happen. And we're going to take these pills and they're going to work, or we're going to take these shots and it's going to work. And then you get pregnant, and then you think, oh my God, I'm so excited. I get to tell everybody we're pregnant. And then you lose it. And then you're like, oh my God, I got to tell everybody now that we've lost it. And it's not a good feeling. And so then going through it the next few times you go through the pills or the shots or anything like that, then the next time you get pregnant, you're like, well, I don't really want to tell anybody because what if the same thing happens again? So like, you go from this hopefulness and thinking that everything's going to be good, and then you move into depression. And then you're just like, this is ridiculous. It's stupid. It shouldn't be happening. And then I'm like to the point now where now it's just all anger. That's kind of where you get. And you kind of eventually start to debate if you even want to keep going with it. I mean, I always used to tell myself that things happen for a reason, and I'm given what I'm able to handle. And, I'm dealing with this struggle. We are, because someone else wouldn't be able to handle it. And then at some point you're kind of just like, I'm done. Like, I've reached what I can handle and it's kind of too much. And, maybe we're not supposed to be a family. And, are we going to be happy if we never have a baby? Yes, I know that we can adopt. I know that we can foster. We've researched all the options. We know what we're able to do and what we can do. And we always have people reminding us about what we should be doing. And they always think that their opinion or there's a new resource that's going to help us. And that's great. I know that people are trying to help. But people giving their opinion is really kind of just saying, well, don't give up. Like, you got to do this, this, this. Well, we don't have to, because maybe that's not an option that we want to look at. When we were doing pills, we moved on to shots, and I think we are never, ever, ever going to do injectables. Never. Like, I don't want to get to that. And we moved on to injectables, and then I thought, we're never going to do IVF. We were completely against IVF. And then when that's the only option left, we did 2 rounds of IVF. Never thought we'd look at donor eggs. Well, guess what? We did both rounds of IVF with donor eggs. We thought there's no way we're ever going to do adoption, and we're saving for adoption now. It's just It doesn't matter who says what options are out there. Unless you're ready for it, you're not going to consider them. You have to be at a point where you're emotionally, physically, everything ready to be able to do those. And like, it's funny because I never have anybody give us the opinion or the idea that, well, why don't you guys just be a couple and travel? That, maybe that's what you should do, and instead of, constantly stressing about having a kid. No one ever gives us that option. It's like, that's unheard of and it shouldn't be acceptable. You have to have a baby. Well, try this, try this, try this. How long are you supposed to try? So we're in our mid 30s, and I know a lot of people will say that that's still considered fairly young. We enjoy our lifestyle. We like sleep. We like traveling. We've spent all 7 years that we've been married focused on having a baby. Like, that has been our, since the day we got married, the day after. I thought I was terrible because I took my birth control out a month before I quit taking it. And I thought, oh my God, he's going to be so mad if I get pregnant before we get married. Joke's on me. Um, it's, our entire marriage, that's all we focused on. All 7 years, that's it. Have a baby, have a baby. Like, there is no other option. And so, like, that's it. And it's like, our relationship is not as important as everyone else's if we don't have children, because children is what makes you a family. And so that, trust me, it's not from lack of trying. Trust me, we have tried every single sex position you could possibly imagine. I've left my feet over my friggin' head for, I can't tell you how many times I've done everything, and none of it, all the weird little things, and none of that works. I mean, we tried someone else's eggs, for Christ's sake, and that didn't work either. So trust me, it's not from lack of trying. So people can't say we haven't put in enough effort, time, tears, and definitely money to make it happen. But sometimes you just have to stop trying and force things to happen and enjoy life. So we are still saving for adoption. We may consider fostering later, but we shouldn't be guilted into it. Like, it shouldn't be like you're not trying for kids and you're in your mid 30s and you don't already have them. Like, what we have isn't good enough. We have to get something additional. Like, kids make us the complete family, and that's not fair. So right now I'm just enjoying being an aunt, and I love my little nephew. Like, I love him so much it hurts. Like, it hurts my heart. And I imagine that's what it would be like when you have a baby, is like, you hold it and you know that you would do anything to protect them and love them, and just, he's everything to me. So I am obsessed with him. And you know what? If being an aunt is the best that I ever get to be, I'm going to be the best goddamn aunt you could ever imagine. And no one will love that baby boy as much as I do. Well, his parents, I'm sure, but you know what I mean? Like, I'm already smitten and in love, and he's going to get whatever he wants from me. Sucker. Like, don't show him this later because he'll use it. I know. He's a berry. Um, so I don't know. I have to tell myself that, and that's it. That's going to have to be good enough, and I'll just have to be the best at it. And maybe our purpose is to foster later in life, and maybe our baby's not even born yet. And when the time comes, we'll be ready, and it'll be right. And I don't know. For now, we're just going to enjoy being a couple and hope everything works out for the best. And that's just going to have to be good enough for now, because we need a goddamn break. We need a break. No more pills, no more shots, no more stressing over what my crazy body does not do or does do without permission, or it's not supposed to be doing. So we're taking a break, and we're going to enjoy us. And I want to tell all the other couples out there who are struggling with infertility that you don't have to do what everybody else expects you to do. If you want to keep trying, then keep trying. If you're ready to take a break, then take a break. Don't let people guilt you into what they think the normal is and what you should or shouldn't be doing. They don't have say. Their say does not matter. Don't let people make you feel bad. Don't give them that kind of power. You go through enough. You stress about enough. you worry about enough. Just do you, take it as it comes. And I mean, after 7 years, that's really all I can say, because you don't have any control over it. It's going to happen when it happens. So anyways, I'm glad you guys have been following along. Hopefully as things progress, I do plan on one other here fairly soon. And thanks guys, as always, for watching.